Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them and cause them no harm.
Just make-believe characters. Oh, the children will study hard. Keep some Sumeru roses on hand. There will always be a use for them.
The city.
One moment, please, you two. It appears this is your first time visiting Sumeru City.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Because there's currently no information on either of you in the Akasha. But no need to worry, that won't prevent you from entering the city. Perhaps you two have heard of the Akasha before. After centuries of tireless research on the Akasha, the Academia created one of its... As long as you are within Sumeru's borders, you may use an Akasha terminal to connect directly to the Akasha and access any knowledge you need. I should mention that due to technical limitations, the
Oh, so this is the thing that Tainari was telling us about.
You two are quite fortunate. Until recently, it was standard practice to only... Here are your Akasha terminals.
It kind of looks like a leaf.
To activate it, simply hold it in your hand and say the...
Oh, says this little doodad. May the mighty god... Whoa! Just now, something clicked, and Paimon suddenly knew how to use this thing. It seems all we need to do is concentrate on what we want to know, and...
Exactly. That is the power of the Akasha. And with that, let me officially welcome you both to Sumeru City. May the wisdom of the Dendro Archon always be your guide.
Okay, now that we're in, we... 500 years ago, the sages found a newly born deity from within. Okay, next, let's concentrate on Oh, come on! Ugh. Focusing on this question feels... Paimon's brain is exhausted. Oh, smart idea! But what are you going to ask it? Uh-oh. Paimon's getting all teary-eyed all of a sudden. It feels... Huh. Could it be because we're Outlanders and we've only just... Well, he's from Sumeru and even has a position... Let's see. Tainari wrote an address on the letter's envelope. Oh, it's not far from the city's gate. Let's head over and have a look. Hopefully he's at home.
one with nature.
Are you Rohawi?
Yes, that's me. Can I help?
Great! You see, Tainari sent a—
What? Please, there's no need to say anything, really. Sure, I admit that the article I published—
Here! This is a letter from—
Oh, let me see. Seems even Tainari acknowledges my innate ability for
We want to meet with Leslie—
You mean you want to meet the Dendro Archon herself? This is— Sorry.
What? You too? But—
Well, as I said, this isn't my area of expertise. I am but a lowly researcher. All I know is that ever since Lesser Lord Kusanali returned to Sumeru, she—
Huh. Didn't expect
The
you—
Dendro Archon is somewhat of a recluse. Perhaps she just doesn't want to entertain visitors, which would explain the lack of information in the Akasha.
Aw, but the—
No need to worry just yet. And besides, you two should consider the bright side of things. Not in this world, there will always be information you can— Take me, for example. It's a miracle if my brain cells can spit out one paper every 3 years.
okay.
Don't mention it. If you two ever want information about things like who's been promoted within the Hey, come on!
Oh, so what do we do now? Even if we want to talk to— Huh? Like who? Oh, you're right! Catherine!
Time to go.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Catherine, we need your help with something.
Understood. The Adventurers Guild is all—
We want to meet with Lesser Lord
You two wish to meet with Sumeru's Arch— I apologize, but I am unable to call up any relevant information in the Akasha.
Aww, another dead end.
Please do not worry. I may know of someone who can help you two. In Sumeru, the Adventurers Guild does not serve as the vanguard. They take on various contracts, and an Eremite brigade called the Corps of 30 is in charge of
Corps of 30? What a weird—
Supposedly, they are named as such because their ranks numbered 30 at their Asphalt. An advisor with the Corps of 30 maintains good relations with the If you'd like to get in contact with him, you're welcome.
All right, off to the Citadel of Razor we go!
Welcome. The Adventurers Guild told me to expect you two.
It's nice to meet you, Asfand.
I see. So, Catherine... Ha! It's true that the Eremites' network is vast.
Wait, seriously?
Afraid so. We originally came from the desert. The gods there died off long ago. It isn't just us, though.
Oh? Why's that?
Just take the Academia, for example. They're the ones who, in their eyes, she was the one who founded Sumeru. Because of the Academia's influence, not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali never makes an appearance.
Really?
But who knows?
All right. Well,
No problem.
seems Osfond was right about most people's attitudes here. Not only are they not interested in the Dendro Archon, they even say stuff like, if the Akasha doesn't think I should know, then I don't need to know about it. We've been asking for information non-stop ever since we got to Sumeru. But the harder we try, the more helpless everything seems. Isn't there at least one?
Oh, you two are interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh? Who are you?
From the sound of it, you two are Outlanders who recently arrived here. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to introduce myself.
Whoa, really?
I'm afraid I can't help you with that. But your conversation earlier did happen to remind me of a legend about the Dendro Archon. Sure. It goes like this. Long, long ago, there was a man who panicked by what he heard. The man sought out the Dendro. The man journeyed across deserts and through rain. In despair, he thought, alas,
Okay,
And then, the calamity came. At that moment, a bird perched upon his shoulder. This bird was, in fact, an avatar. Oh, Archon Seeker. Do you now understand? She and her wisdom have along your journey, we were in every flower and blade of grass.
Yeah, thanks for the story.
In a way, it seems like this story is also one of the Dendro Archon's avatars.
Dunyarzad, since you worship Lesser Lord Kusanali, can you tell us anything else about her?
Of course. So did you two know... I'm terribly sorry, but it seems something's come up now. Let's...
Hey, wait! What the heck? It looks like they're searching for someone. The stink! Let's...
Hey, have you two seen a brown-haired girl wearing a purple top and a long blue dress? We're looking for her.
Did she have bandages wrapped around her wrists?
Yes, that's her. Did you see which direction?
Yeah, she went that way.
Quick, after her!
Time to go.
We thought you might have been long gone by now.
Oh, it's you two. Oh, you startled me there.
You can relax now.
Really? Thank you so much. Uh-oh, looks like there are some coming this...
Huh? More of them?
No, wait, my body isn't... Okay, sounds good.
All right, let's move out. Stay behind us. We'll keep an eye...
We made it. Oh, they shouldn't be able to find us now. Wait, stand down, Dia.
My lady, who are these two?
They're travelers that I met on the street just a moment ago. They happen to...
I see. In that case,
Wait a sec.
I'm Miss Dunyarzad. My lady, let's get going.
And if I refuse...
It'd be easier for the both of us if you cooperated.
Hey, Dunyarzad!
Stay out of this. You don't... Sorry, my lady. Even though I'm your bodyguard.
How much?
Wait, what?
How much Mora do I have to pay you to become your employer? So you...
My lady, this isn't about Mora. I don't know what you think of us Eremites, but let me say this. I like Mora, but I'll never go against my principles. That's why I'm here looking for you. Sure, it's an order from... And knowing your health, carelessly running around like this is...
No, you're wrong. I'm aware of my limits, and I know perfectly well that it makes no difference if I'm at home or not, and every time I bring this up, they just change the subject. Dia, I know it hasn't been easy for Mother and Father, and I'm grateful for everything they've done because she saved me. The love I have for her is the same. This is my life and my last chance.
My lady, are you
Yes, I'm sure.
Fine. I won't ask you to return home anymore. But let me make something very clear.
Thank you, Dia. Sorry.
Don't worry about it, my lady. Today's little excursion caused such a ruckus that every single bodyguard at the estate... Since this definitely won't be your last escapade, here's a little tip. You should at least... So, I'll let you hire me, my lady. This way, everyone wins. As for the...
Okay, deal.
Yay! Looks like...
I'm fine, really.
My lady, stop trying to look tough.
I'm sorry for worrying you too.
Sure, after you rest up.
Ha! Well, if it isn't Dia. Haven't seen you. Word on the street is that you're a
You get used to it. How about a menu over here?
You got it. Huh?
Thank you, sir, but there's no need. I don't have a lot of Mora on me, but please bring these two the best food you have. They're my new friends, so I want to be a good host for them.
Wait, we're paying for ourselves now?
How about our charcoal-baked Agelenach cakes? They're our signature snack, and they run cheap. Look, other customers over there are...
They look kind of burnt and dry. Paimon will pass. What do you have Dunyarzad, we asked a lot of people when we first arrived, and almost...
Well, remember when you asked me if I knew how to meet the Dendro Archon? Even though I...
Huh?
Yes, it was when I was a child. At the time, I was stuck inside and couldn't make any friends. My younger self no longer had any hopes. Then one night, I woke up alone in my room. At that moment, an ethereal voice spoke in my mind.
Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry. Who are you? How do I explain this? You might not be able to understand, but actually, really? Of course. I know that you're scared of thunder, that you hate taking medicine every morning. Wow, you really do know everything. Dunyarzad, is there anything you want? Want? Not really. Huh? But aren't you a child? All children have wishes. But can you make my illness go away? Oh. Then can you be my friend?
After that, the voice said, "Okay, I'll be your friend." Although my body was suffering during those days, that beyond my window was the flourishing Sumeru city. Once I finally made it through that bout of illness, I couldn't hear that voice anymore. But I know that that voice wasn't a figment of my imagination. Before that, I had never heard of Teyvat. Yes, for sure. If it weren't for that voice, I would have never grown curious about That voice sparked a desire for wisdom. I've been hoping for a chance to repay her kindness.
What's the Sub-Zero's festival?
It's Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday, which was the day that she was found by the sages. It's actually an old holiday that originally celebrated Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's birthday. I heard everyone was overjoyed when they welcomed her back to Sumeru, but because of the Academia actively participates in Sumeru's many holidays. Maybe they see Lesser Lord Kusanali's birth as confirmation of Greater...
Aw, but that's awful.
It is. It's absolutely terrible. Sure, the Greater Lord founded Sumeru, But
Just remember that we're still out in public. Don't get too carried away now.
I know that people over by the Grand Bazaar still hold the Sub-Zero's festival to this day. But recently, I made a friend there who also follows Lesser Lord Kusanali. I gave her my savings because I want her to throw a wonderful—
Hold on, my lady. Does this friend happen to be—
Yes, that's her.
I saw her leaving the other day with an—
Yes. Initially, I didn't have— I've agreed with Nilu to meet up at the Grand Bazaar today.
Sure. That's quite the trip, though. I'll carry you.
No, that would be too much.
You might as well just accept the lift. If I let you walk, who knows how long it'll take us.
But of course, Nilu will be thrilled to hear the— Sorry I'm late, Nilu.
Oh, Dunyarzad. Uh-oh. But if Dia's here, that means you got caught, right?
You could say that.
Not completely.
Oh. And who are these two?
Oh, meet the Traveler and Paimon, my two newest friends.
So you're followers from another land? Oh, really? Well, that's okay. By the way, Dunyarzad, we've already started decorating the Grand Bazaar.
You're very welcome. It's the only—
Probably? But don't sweat it. We've already finished renovating the stage. Come on. Wow! This place is amazing!
Not bad. Last time I was here, the stairs were full of holes.
The stairs were nothing. A little while ago, we discovered that the tree above the stage had a huge chunk of bark ready to fall off. Mr. Zubair was worried sick. We reported it to the academia many times, but they never said—
Oh, probably because it was the theater asking.
The academia looks down on performers like us. We can't let that happen, though. Thank the Dendro Archon for Dunyarzad. But the more she gave us, we hired someone to patch up the tree, and the stage is going to be even prettier when it's festival time.
And I can't wait to see you on the stage. You've been practicing—
It's our dream. I'll do— Nilu, what are you gonna be doing at the festival?
She'll be dancing the dance of Sub-Zeros. The most—
Dunyarzad, have you told—
I only told them about the Greater Lord and Lesser—
Okay. Then I'll tell you two about how, according to legend, the Sub-Zeros festival was originally the Goddess of Flowers' birthday celebration for a long, long time ago. On what some of the gods got drunk. One started playing music, and the Greater Lord started singing as she danced upon the grass. Those brilliant purple flowers became her dazzling stage. All the gods clamored, "Oh, if only time could stop at this very moment." Huh? Really? Oh, you probably mean because all the gods in this story are no longer alive. Although they aren't around anymore, they're preserved in our tradition of dance. Though we're just tiny people compared to the divine, we still have to do our—
Nilu, you of all people will definitely be able to convey well with—
They symbolize the Goddess of Flowers, after all. It's just a shame that all the real Padisaras went extinct.
Yeah. The Greater Lord brought forth Padisaras in memory of the Goddess of Flowers.
Thinking about the Goddess of Flowers dance makes me wish if my stage were anything like that. So, Traveler...
All of Lesser Lord Kusanali's followers will be there for her birthday.
Ooh, Paimon thinks that's a great idea! Hey, come on! There's no...
So how about we all attend the Sub-Zero's festival together?
Dunyarzad, let me show you which stage decorations we've picked out so far. Everyone at the Grand Bazaar loves Lesser Lord Kusanali. In that case, we'll take a... Whoa! What's with your Did you know that the Sub-Zero's festival is about to happen?
Huh. Revamping the stage for the... I don't know much about the Grand Bazaar, but I do know that the residents here have a penchant for song and dance. Oh, and the perfume sold around here is a lot better than what you'll find elsewhere. I mean, that's what I've heard at least.
Things are really shaping up, and there's a buzz around the festival this year. Don't be fooled into thinking that Sumeru City has the best of everything. And when it comes to musicians, dancers, or singers, the
Time to go.
Dancing at the Sub-Zero's festival. As a child, I even asked my grandmother why we performed the dance for the Lesser Lord when my grandmother said that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata is a beloved deity and honored by all. And the Sub-Zero's festival has been losing its appeal over the years.
Nilu, your outfit looks amazing.
I thought I'd add a little extra pizzazz.
Wow, did you...
Uh-huh. Sewing is a fundamental skill for everyone.
May I?
Of course. The legends say that the goddess of flowers had beautiful horns on her. Hey! Is that who Paimon thinks it is? It looks like... Catherine! Huh. Come to think of it, Paimon's only ever seen her behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild. This is the first time we've ever seen her taking a break. Hey, Catherine!
Huh? Oh, hey! It's the Traveler and Paimon!
Whoa. Break time Catherine sure sounds a lot less formal than usual. Paimon was still waiting for her to say...
Sure. Standing behind the counter at the adventure, but saying and doing the same old things over and over. But take you two, for example.
Well, we enjoy traveling across...
Yes, you should keep searching. Sometimes the answers we're looking for are...
Huh. Haven't we heard someone say something pretty similar recently?
No, not particularly. I guess you could say that I'm loving the recent atmosphere here. If... Oh...
All right, we'll see you next time at the Adventurers Guild.
I'm sure you two will get along well with the people here.
There's some...
Hey, Traveler.
Oh, hey, Dia.
I've got something to tell ya. My lady knows you're looking for ways to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali, and she...
Are you serious?
It might not necessarily pan out, so don't get your hopes up too much. I'll need to take you to some... my lady is feeling a little worn out at the moment. Nilu's found a place for her to rest. After I take my lady home, let's meet in front of the Citadel of Regzar.
Sounds like a plan. Let's head over to the Citadel of Regzar and wait for Dia.
Sorry, I'm late. It took some convincing for the master and mistress to believe that Miss Dunyarzad was only Anyway, I guess I should be thanking you.
You sure sound a whole lot nicer than when we first...
It's called being a professional.
Look, Diaz.
Listen, you two. I don't expect to be working for Miss Dunyarzad very long, but I hope to finish things on a positive note if possible. Let's cut the chit-chat and head into the Citadel. We'll see if the person I know... Oh, hey, Chief.
Ha, Dia! What are you doing here?
I take it you all know each other?
Mm-hmm. We met this...
No kidding. Huh. So, where's Ruksha?
Rukshaw's gone over to the Academia. The Grand Sage since you've already mentioned the theft.
Appreciate it, Chief.
Theft?
Just recently, the Academia lost something, and there's a chance the item is connected with the Dendro Archon. This...
I suppose that's one way to look at it. Let me fill you in. The Academia recently sent a convoy to pick up an important package from... The Grand Sage took the whole matter very seriously. Not only did he dispatch the Matra...
You two have heard of Port Ormos, haven't you? It's the largest commercial port in... The Academia's grip isn't long enough to reach all the way to Port Ormos.
Apparently what was lost has a great deal to do with the Akasha. If you're interested, maybe you could head to Port Ormos and ask around yourselves. If you want my advice, try in...
Are you serious, Chief? All the Academia students are in Sumeru City, you know.
If you're also in...
Count me out. I've got plenty of work to do here for the Homayani family. And take it from me, if you two really do decide to visit Port Ormos, you bet there are even some extremists who go around shouting slogans like, "Retake Sumeru for King Deshret." Word is that more and more are joining their movement.
You bet they are. King.
Not everyone's like you, Chief. Even the desert natives who abandon their homes in the wilderness still wish to have a god of their own. Well, Traveler, that's about all the information we have for you.
Thanks, Dia! And you too, Osfond! Since we've gathered all we could for the moment in Sumeru's...
Miss Dunyarzad is looking forward to seeing you both at the Sub-Zerus Festival. So, good. Then we'll see you both at the Sub-Zerus Festival.
Time to go.
Come and have a good look yourself. Tradition.
You've got...
Believe me, I'm not making this up. Several...
Wow! Talk about Hurley! We know that whatever the Osfond told us to try posing as Academia students while Paimon doesn't get it. Won't we look even more suspicious going around saying we're Academ... Well, given all the people...
Welcome. Welcome!
Hi there! We would like to ask...
Of course. Especially around this time of year. Many people often talk about how hard it is to get a... Sure, we may not be Sumeru City, but Port... you see over there? Those are students from the Academia. They've been looking worried and miserable ever since they got here a few days ago. If you ask me, the life of a merchant is better.
Those students...
It's no good. I've tried asking around.
There's been a lot of fighting between the different Aramite factions, especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about King Deshret and some resurrection.
They're called Ain el Ahmar. Today, I heard that the thing we're after...
Wait, come again?
Don't you see? Many of the Aramites in Port Ormos deal with trading this kind of thing. They're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but not so with students of the academia. It's because the kind of goods that students are looking for aren't... I've heard that Ain al-Hakmar likes to set up shop at the Jafar Tavern.
Wait, did you say 500,000? If information alone costs that much, then how could...
I wouldn't worry too much. Our field of research is very niche. Who else could possibly be after that kind of shady knowledge?
Oh, I guess that makes sense. Then the only thing left for us now is to find a way...
Whoa! Did you hear that? A niche field of research? And so, what's our plan? Wait! Didn't you hear what they just said? Buying information is going to cost us... Oh, all right.
Smooth talk all day.
Out of all my commissions, I enjoy making jewelry for newlyweds the most.
That guy does nothing but smooth talk all day.
Out of all my commissions, I enjoy making jewelry for newlyweds the most.
There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
That guy does nothing but smooth talk all day.
Out of all my commissions, I enjoy making jewelry for newlyweds the most.
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
Out of all my commissions, I enjoy making jewelry for newlyweds the most.
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade, it is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
Out of all my commissions, I enjoy making jewelry for newlyweds the most.
Hello there, my friend. Fate must have brought us
heard those students talking about. Let's find a seat somewhere.
Oh, you've arrived. Please, take a seat.
So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Huh! Once we...
They're nothing to be afraid of. Our main rival now is...
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money-grubbing opportunists out for a...
Yeah, with bosses for...
Huh. All these guys talk...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when King Deshret exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
Yeah, Paimon was wondering what they meant too.
Huh? Who are you? What do you want? A student? What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos? Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it?
Oh, Paimon can't stand this.
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Hmm? Well, what are you waiting for?
Oh, that's right! We heard you mention King Deshret just now.
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora, I guess... As you can see, members of Ain al-Ahmar are devout. Years ago, King Deshret founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. King Deshret was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a...
So, you mean the traitor was...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata, yes. That shameless wretch destroyed King Desh. Furthermore, she conspired with the Academia to cover up the truth of her actions. But the story doesn't end there, oh no. King, mark my words, our god shall return. If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of King Deshret. I don't have anything to say to you Academia people about that. I think this conversation has reached...
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
Huh?
You again? Deranged Academia...
Yes, it's me again. Listen to me. That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting. Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have...
Hey! Shut it, Al-Haytham! What are you...
I told you the other day.
Ha! The boss...
Yes, and in no uncertain terms.
I'm warning you. Don't...
If you're suggesting that we escalate this from a verbal exchange to a physical one... If, on the other hand, I will jeopardize the Eremite's reputation... I am quite confident that if I began to take such action, your boss would willingly approach me himself. Also, a word of advice.
What did...
Consider this. Have I ever failed to... This guy is really out of his mind!
Okay, then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000 Mora to them.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for their food yet.
Ah, Mr. Iman. There appears to be fewer staff in the restaurant recently. Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Whoa, did you see that? He not only got us our Mora Plus, he seems to... He went that way! After him!
Time to go.
Wait up! It's Al-Haytham, right?
What do you want? No need for thanks. My goal was to get to... Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them. All right. Goodbye.
Hold your horses! Since you toured through...
Who exactly are you two? A student? Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
Huh? Oh, yeah!
She doesn't even have a vision.
Maybe not, but she can still use elemental energy. Those high-headed thugs are definitely gonna...
All right. We'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier.
So, since
You were willing to part with 5... Okay. Well, if you truly are a Look, if you've been making inquiries, then you have to know something by now.
We know it's connected to the Academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites...
You know almost everything there is to know, but this is what you've been looking for.
Huh?
This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents. Correct. Anyone.
That's amazing!
It's essentially a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. They were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Irminsul into the Akasha, and are in... But despite strict regulations, over the past century, a wide variety of canned knowledge has been leaked from the Meanwhile, those which the Eremites deem to be... Well, I think that about sums it up. Ah, so that's your true... With our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer. You're still resolved. Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must help me with something. I need you to find someone named Dory, a traveling merchant. Unlike the peddlers who hawk inferior knowledge capsules, she often has quality goods in stock. She's guarded against people from the Academia because most of her wares don't comply with I think she blacklisted me. I met with her informant. Become one of Dory's customers and earn her trust. This is my...
Why do you want us to meet with her?
Until you complete this task?
Fine.
You two are outlanders who haven't been here for long, so Dory should view you as safe clients. Beyond the password, though, I have no way of knowing what other tricks she might have up her sleeve. You'll have to...
This is kinda nerve-wracking.
The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora, and I'll prepare some funds for you. Buy her highest quality wares, and
But we only just saw a knowledge capsule.
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight? Oh? That's a surprise. Here are 2 knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
They look this...
Try inspecting them with elemental sight.
How'd it go? Did you see anything?
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear brighter when viewed through elemental sight. That's because knowledge originates from Irminsul. The root, however, some canned knowledge with a high concentration of using elemental sight is merely a stopgap measure, but it should suffice.
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password, and here is the Mora for purchasing canned knowledge. Don't be cheap. You'll need to spend to catch Dory's eye. Oh, and be sure to exercise some caution. There have been Matra present in Port Ormond.
Matra?
They belong to the Academia's regulatory body. The Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you two want to back it... Okay, then we have a deal. If you succeed in your dealings with Dory, come find me at...
Looking at what Al-Haytham wrote, Dory's informant is a trader near Old Ormos. Let's follow the his instructions and try to get in contact with him.
Hello. What are you two looking to buy?
Wait, are you sure you're remembering that right? Paimon doesn't think it was that on the paper.
What a unique palette.
Following the paper got...
Roanoke, these two want to buy...
Got it. You two, please follow me. You two have a fascinating fashion sense.
Hold on. Let me think. Sumeru Rose means common merch. No, look again. We're obviously wearing morning flowers.
Every ship deserves the best.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologize.
Whew. That pop quiz sure was scary.
The warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me. Before I retrieve your products, I need to please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. Thanks. If better goods come in, you'll be the first to know. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara fruit that makes your...
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port Ormos style? Wow, you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to package your products beautifully. Okay, everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot! It's the Matra! Run!
What? The matcha? Where? Al-Haytham said we're done for if they catch us. We gotta get out of here. We don't know this area, so let's follow that informant. He ran that way.
Time to go.
Look, he's over there. Hey, if you're hiding from the Rishbaland tiger, come this way. Another password. Huh? Oh, that... Here, over here. You can stop running now. So you were the one who was calling out to us just now. But, are we definitely gonna be safe here?
These two good customers wish to buy some horror fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's nothing else,
Oh, very good. Think. Huh? Wait, you're Dory? Hey, what are you trying to say, Princess Pea-Brain? But it seems you two have actually done pretty well so far. Not only did you manage to find... Paimon's not sure if that's supposed to be a compliment. I can't risk doing business with people who start huffing and puffing after just a few paces. No matter. So that's why it's your first time here. But don't worry, I won't ask too many questions. Even if you wish to buy it, as long as you have lots of round, shiny Mora, then we're all good. Ah, yes, of course, of course. Wow, she has a trove of canned knowledge. Whew. She'd probably be in... What kind of products do you seek, my dear? Take this one, for example. An analysis of the sociological ideology and dialectics of the Hilichurls. Only 3 people, and eesh, who would want to be an expert in that? Or how about the architectural styles and construction methods of Teyvat? And with this one, you can become an expert in historic architecture. Ooh, now this sounds like it could be useful. 2 million Mora. Whoa, that's a... Of course, you are free to pick whatever your heart's... All right, let's try the method that Al-Haytham mentioned. You've really got a good head on your shoulders. We'll take these. My, oh my. You are... Listen, I have a special offer for you two. If you... Say what now? Hey, did you hear that? Spend another 100K and we get a capsule worth a whole 1,000,000. But all the canned knowledge we just bought is easily worth... Think about it. We've gone to all this trouble to... Aren't you even the least bit curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself? Come on, come on. We still have around 100,000 of Al-Haytham's Mora left. So let's put it to good use by finding something useful for you. Excellent. Hold on a second. Paimon thought we could choose whatever we wanted. Oh, but my dear customer, the knowledge cap... Oh, Paimon has a bad feeling about this. Let's use Elemental Sight again to check these. So, what did you see? So, they're all worth about the same amount? Well, anyway, the Mora's already been spent, so let's at least try to find something useful. Let Paimon take a look here. An Introduction to Traditional Sumeru? Not sure we'd ever find volumes 1 through 7, but at least this knowledge should be... Dory, we'll take this one. All right, very good. I'm expecting some new goods in the next... Our dealings with Dory went smoothly enough. Let's head to Wakala Funduk and meet up with Al-Haytham. Hopefully now he'll finally tell us about what the Academia lost.
Trust me, I'll find you the perfect color.
Follow the wind. There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
You two made it.
Whoa, there's so many people from the academia here. Why would you pick this place as our meetup spot?
Well, Wikela Funduk is under the Academia's control.
You're a pretty daring guy.
Relax. No one here is interested in anything we say, and the...
Okay, we did what you asked. So, can you tell us about the knowledge capsule that the
Before that, I have to ask. Why are you two so intent on tracking it down? You don't have to answer.
Yeah, she just wants to meet the God of Wisdom and ask her about something important. We've been in Sumeru for a while now. When we heard that the Academia had lost something that might be related to the gods...
In that case, you're on the right track. A short while ago, the Academia lost a knowledge capsule in the desert.
Wow, there's really such a thing as that? Hey, if we find it, do you think we could learn how to meet the dead...
I highly doubt it has any mystical properties, but it does indeed exist.
So, where exactly?
That's what we need to find out next. I won't deny that. I am investigating because I'm curious as to what the Divine Knowledge Capsule... As you know, the Eremites in Port Ormos also have their... Several brigades have been vying for ownership. My personal finances and connections cannot compete with those of the Eremites. I agreed to forego ownership of the Divine Knowledge Capsule in exchange for the opportunity to study it. However, there are those who are less...
They adamantly believe that the Divine Knowledge Capsule contains King Deshret's power, and that he will return...
So you kept hounding them because they refused to cooperate with you?
Yes. Ain al-Ahmar isn't exactly wealthy, but its members are determined to get that... So, I've been sabotaging their business to force them. The Divine Knowledge Capsule should be up for a secret auction within the net to ensure the capsule's security and to evade the Mantra's notice. Unless I know whose hands the Divine Knowledge Capsule ends up in, Dory is the most reliable source of information, but that avenue was
In other words, you wanted us to befriend Dory.
Yes, you can say that. The day after tomorrow, go back to Dory and try to purchase information on the Divine Knowledge Capsule's whereabouts. If I get the opportunity to study the Divine Knowledge Capsule, I will relay my findings to you. Will that suffice as compensation? Okay, then we'll meet up in 2 days.
Alhaitham, before you go, we actually bought a knowledge capsule for us.
You two want to try doing so right under the Academia's nose is a bit problematic, though. What do you say we head to the outskirts of town?
Time to go.
All right, this place works.
Here.
Sword Fighting Techniques 8. Huh. A combat class knowledge capsule.
Really? Aw, yeah, what a great buy!
If you want to determine the efficacy of this capsule, I can evaluate your combat ability. We can conduct a controlled experiment where you fight 2 battles. While you fight, we can use an Akasha terminal. There may be variances in your physical strength between the 2 tests, as well.
Wow! Alhaitham! You must, Paimon's curious about something, though. You definitely weren't one of those students who needed canned knowledge to graduate from the academe.
When you are unable to understand a researcher's actions, most cases...
Sounds like you...
All right, let's begin the test.
The wind knows it. And shroud!
Can't see?
All right. I'll link your Akasha terminal to record. The next step is to use this knowledge capsule. Hold it in your hand. I'll help.
Hey, how are you feeling? You mean that it worked?
All right. Time for round 2.
Keep up. Time to go. One with nature. One with the force.
Now, I'll start recording data again.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Well, the knowledge capsule you purchased did improve her.
Wait, how much? Dory's such a jerk!
Of course, this could be because she is so powerful that the capsule's contents, at the very least, this test allowed me to gain more insight into you two. I'm heading back to Ikela Funduk. I await your response in 2.
Let's see Dory today and ask her about where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is.
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade, it is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
Time to go. Time to go.
Over here! Welcome back, my loyal patrons. What can you name it? Can knowledge, supplies, or anything else you need. I'll find a way to get it. Can you really get us anything we want? And
Aha! So it appears that canned knowledge alone is no longer sufficient for your opulent appetite. Then please oblige me. Tell me what. Oh! I knew customers would. But you know, that kind. After all, I had to work really hard to weasel my way into the auction site.
But how can we be sure your information is accurate?
Because to me, anything of value is what I consider to be my. As for the information's authenticity, well, you've no need to worry about that. I used a camera to take a picture of the transaction. That way, no one can dispute it. It's always a pleasure doing business with such sterling patrons. Now that you've paid in full, here's the
Ein El Ahmar.
Ah, so you're all. The group has done everything in their power to obtain the divine knowledge. That divine knowledge capsule is unlike any other The capsule is clearly visible in the picture I took. You can look for yourself.
Thanks for the info, Dory.
Please, it's my pleasure. It's all.
Well, we figured out where the divine knowledge capsule is. It turns out it ended up in the hands of Ein El Ahmar. Let's head back and talk to Al Haytham.
Really? All right. Let's hear it.
Dory even gave us evidence to verify the intel. Have a look.
Huh, look at that. Clear as day. It must have taken some guts just to infiltrate the scene of the Eremites transaction. All right. The person in this picture is indeed Misery, the leader, in which case, if we play our cards right...
At first, Paimon didn't get why you were provoking the... After we defeat them, we can finally have a serious talk.
Thank you for your time and efforts. Take a few days off while I make some preparations. Let's meet up again on the afternoon of the arranged date. See you then.
Oh, Haytham sure is taking his time. Where could he be? Oh, there he is.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head to...
Yep, let's go.
Time to go. Oh, Haytham. I knew you were crazy, but I didn't know you were crazy.
It was I who demanded that these negotiations take place. This is turning into quite...
Back up. Aren't you the brat from the restaurant the other day? I'm not going to mince my words. Once we're done with you, you'll be nothing more than fish food. Get 'em, boys!
Uh-oh, here they come.
Entrap! Clouds high. The birds come!
Everybody stand back!
Bow your head.
One with the forest. Take that!
You want this? Be sanctified.
Academia scum! Boss! Finally! Did you use it? Great! Now we can... Boss? Boss! What's wrong?
What happened to him?
We have to cut his Akasha connection, now.
Target acquired. Arrest him.
Do not impede our work. Is that understood, Al-Haytham?
Of course. I was only trying to help.
Take him away.
World, forget me.
What in Tibet just happened? It's like that big guy suddenly lost his mind.
It looks like he used the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
You mean the Divine Knowledge Capsule did that to him? Oh, yeah. You mean how some researchers go insane after getting knowledge from
I've heard of numerous incidents of researchers in Satyavada life going insane. This Divine Knowledge Capsule does appear to be linked to the god. Did you hear what he said? World, forget me.
If the mantra took him away, then that means the Academia got the Divine Knowledge. Still, Paimon didn't expect the
As things stand, there is no reason for me to remain in Port Ormos.
Oh, we were so busy trying to find the Divine Knowledge Capsule that Paimon forgot to ask you something.
Truthfully, I don't. Lesser Lord Kusanali appears to Moreover, since the Academia possesses the Akasha,
Everything about Lesser Lord
I'm heading back to the Academia. How about you two?
It's almost the day of the Sub-Zero's festival. Maybe we should head back too. We've been rushed off our feet over the past few days, so maybe a little rest and relaxation will do us good. Then we'll part ways here, Al-Haytham, until we meet again.
Now, do I deal with this thing first? Or should I produce the report that the higher-ups require?
That's enough work for today.
Miss the Sub-Zero's festival, right? Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad. Paimon thinks she must be around the Grand Bazaar, since she showed us around there last time.
Ad Astra Abyssa. Thank you for complete. Ad Astra.
Time to go. Time to go.
There she is! Dinyarzad, we're back!
Just as promised, Traveler and Paimon. I'm so glad that you two came back to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday. Indeed. The festival—
There's no need to be nervous. Paimon's sure that—
Thanks, Paimon. I hope that everyone who comes to the festival— Speaking of which, did you manage to make your way to Port Ormos?
Of course we went! A lot of things happened there.
I see. If there is another chance.
My lady, if you went to Port Ormos in your current state, we'd both be in for a lifetime of trouble.
Dia! You were eavesdropping!
It's called covert protection.
It's all right, Dia. I merely said I would like to go. The festival's tomorrow. I've been doing nothing but causing trouble for—
Even when you put it that way—
Don't worry, my guardian knight.
Okay, fine, but only tonight. Tomorrow's a big day, and many no-good scumbags are gonna try to take advantage of that.
Oh, you two must be I've already prepared a room for you to rest.
Whoa, you're so—
Time to go.
Here we are. It's also fairly close to—
It looks really nice!
Not at all.
That's Paimon's specialty. Paimon could tell you stories next time.
Oh, if you don't mind, how about we all walk around together tomorrow? All of my friends will be working the festival, and Dia's still insisting on her—
Yeah. It'll be pretty hard to relax and enjoy the festival if Dia—
Then let's meet at the nearby bazaar first thing—
It's a deal! Good night!
I may be too excited to fall asleep tonight.
Paimon's starting to really look forward to the Sub-Zero festival. Oh, no. Thinking about food is just gonna keep Paimon up all night. Did we oversleep? We should go meet Dunyarzad right away.
Time to go.
Traveler,
Good morning, Dunyarzad.
Not at all. Today—
You've worked so hard for this day.
You know it. It's just— well, shall we? Many vendors came out of the blue to support the event, and they insisted on covering costs themselves. Let's go give them some business.
They paid for everything out of pocket? Oh, sounds like they're not in this just for the Mora.
They all said that contributing to a lively festival atmosphere is more important than money. Especially since we don't often get to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Ooh, they're selling food over that way!
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
Oh, you could tell straight away. I thought...
Mushrooms, flowers, and all kinds. So, what's the...
It's another Sub-Zeros festival tradition. People generally speaking, the most common selections are foods like Rukashava mushrooms, Nilopala lotuses, Sumera roses, Sunsetias, Kapalatas, Hara fruits, and Zaytun peaches.
So, the Sub-Zero festival...
You don't have to be a vegetarian to enjoy the spread.
Wait, but if that's the case, if Sumero uses vegetarian food to represent then wouldn't the Pyro Archon... Oh, Traveler, we have to go to Natlan as soon as possible!
I hope your wish comes true one day, Paimon.
Thanks! Alright, how about we all...
Dear customers, would you like to try your hand at alchemical
What's alchemical divination?
Right? I thought the same when I first heard about it. It is said to be a mysterious craft.
So, how does it work?
It's quite simple. After you give me any 2 alchemical reagents, I'll use them to perform a random transmutation.
Sure sounds random.
That is precisely what we need. After the transmutation fails, your one and only diviner here will interpret the remnants.
Well, according to Lesser Lord Kusanali, everything is interconnected. And all the...
Why does everything sound so much more credible when Dunya...
So that's the true wisdom behind it. Okay, one moment. It's the moon.
Paimon wants to take a look too!
Generally speaking, the moon signifies... It means... Wait a moment.
Is he really looking it up?
Oh, I remember now. It means illusions and lies.
Illusions and lies? That sounds...
Yes, but this book says that if you trust your intuition and overcome your fear...
He's not even trying to hide his book anymore.
Naturally, fate will only ever show you the beginning of a journey.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just...
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay, on to...
They say the Sub-Zeros festival was very lively a long time ago. Large flower carriages used to parade through the city. As they headed towards Port Ormos, people would throw flowers, candy, and liquor all along the way.
Dunyarzad's eyes are sparkling right now.
I wish I could have seen that spectacle. But if you ask me, I'm sure Nilu's Dance of Sub-Zeros will be just as impressive.
Attention! Soldiers, fall into formation if you want any Yalda candy.
It's a weird guy with a weird hat. Hey, it's Dunyarzad!
Missed. In the few short days it took to prepare for the...
The Hallowed Night of Flowers. It's an honor that you know my name.
Attention! All right, little soldiers. Take your...
Yes, Knight Ferris! Just what is going on here?
Ferris, the Night of Flowers, is another Sub-Zeros festival icon, and one immensely popular with children. In the past, the actor portraying Ferris would also sit on a flower carriage.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can make so...
As are we to you, Vihar.
Oh, not at all. Oh, speaking of tradition, do you want some Yalda candies? They're a festival staple, and I...
Whichever one...
That is the fun part. Each box contains a random flavor.
Ooh, those all sound pretty good.
And there's also Lizard Tail and Oni Kabuto.
Huh? What's up with those 2 flavors?
Oni Kabuto is a little spicier than Lizard Tail.
Dunyarzad, you tried them before? It's alright. Paimon believes in you.
I also believe in your intuition.
Great! These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? Attention! That's unfortunately horror fruit.
Oh, Paimon thought you survived so many epic battles.
The Sunsetia flavored candy was in box number 4. How about this? The most important thing is that
Really?
It's Night of Flowers.
Paimon really wilted the carriageless Night of Flowers.
They all basically sound the same. We got our candy, so let's keep going.
Oh, actually, I just remembered that I left something behind. Can you come with me to get it?
Dunyarzad, you probably forgot because you're...
We're too late.
I know, right?
Oh, that most certainly is. We're in luck. She's walking right into our clutches.
Those Eremites don't...
Who are you? I don't...
That's right.
They're a gang of kidnappers! Traveler, hurry!
Hey, did you scumbags even consider that the Homiyanis might have hired a merc that outclasses you?
You're... Dia! Dia the Flame Main! No...
Don't speak so disrespectfully. My family started...
Don't worry about it, my lady. Just some friendly banter between mercs. One...
On your...
Traveler, take Miss Dunyarzad to a safe location.
No! We're gonna stay and help! There's too many of them! You're right.
Please be careful, Dia.
Don't waste your time worrying about me. This is my job. Look out for yourself. After I've wiped the floor...
Time to go.
Dunyarzad, are you okay? You look a little...
Yeah, I'm fine.
You sure you're okay?
I'll be fine after some rest. I'm more worried about Dia.
Yeah, don't worry.
My lady, Traveler, found ya.
Dia! You took...
Any more of them? Or rather, did anyone follow you?
Dia, your arm.
Oh, this? I'm fine. It's just a scratch. Normally, they wouldn't have been able to...
Please, let me take a closer look.
Come on, it's nothing. Us mercs aren't as fragile as you...
Hold on, you said something about a new greatsword.
About that. Well, I sold it, because I was low on Mora.
It can't be. The anonymous donation that was used for...
Hey, Miss Dunyarzad, I wasn't...
Okay, making your employer cry won't affect...
Yours...
Thank you very much, Dia.
Don't be like that.
Are you feeling unwell again, Dunyarzad?
My lady, your condition... Traveler, can you take...
Truly...
Time to go.
Are you feeling better, Dunyarzad?
Yes, much better. Just give me... I didn't realize you were concerned about it. I guess I shouldn't continue to keep it a secret. I was actually born with Elazar. It's terminal now.
can't believe it's Elazar.
Oh, you've already heard of Elazar. Sumeru's current medical advancements...
Dunyarzad.
There's no need to be sad. I've always lived with Elazar, and I came to terms with it a long time ago, compared to the simple fact that I'm afflicted with this. I know that my family loves me dearly. Did you know? Before I ran away from home this time, the world outside of my home didn't even know that I existed. Since I was a child, I'm sure my family's worried and disappointed in me for running away, but I just didn't want to have any regrets. I wanted to meet other people. To me, there's nothing more, not to mention the incredible times this way. When my final day does arrive, it will be, at the very least, many people will remember that I once existed in this world, right?
As long as you don't forget Paimon, Paimon also won't forget about you.
Thank you. To be honest, Lesser Lord Kusanali gave me the courage to do all of this. If it weren't thanks, there will always be frustrations in life. But I know that the point of living is... Oh, right! Isn't it almost time?
Huh?
Isn't the dance of Sub-Zeros about to... Nilou will recreate that, and with that, my wish...
Then what are we waiting for?
Yeah,
Were you not aware that the law prohibits this type?
Over there! Someone...
I think I just saw the Academia.
But the Dance of Sub-Zeros is one...
The Sub-Zeros Festival. The law also prohibits the private hosting of large... If you continue to resist... The Grand Sage has already granted you much...
How...
The Academia was originally responsible for the Sub-Zeros Festival, but they failed this responsibility for many years. This is a hard pill to...
Art. Dance. Our Archon created the utopia that is Sumeru City for all scholars who sought validity, verity, and truth, while people like you wish to defile.
No!
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyagarbha day that prohibits public art.
Understood. I will...
The Sub-Zeros Festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's
Nilou, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad.
Yeah.
Let's go somewhere the Academia can't find us and perform there. Or... we could get people to block...
Nilou, it's all right.
But you've been looking forward to the day...
It's okay. It would be too risky to continue the Sub-Zeros Fest.
If you say so. But... you can sneak...
The next one. Yes. Okay. It's a promise.
Paimon can't believe this is how things turned out. Those heartless geezers.
It really is okay. Still...
Nilou and Dunyarzad promised to make the next Sub-Zeros festival a success. Yeah.
All connections have been secured. The project has entered its most critical...
Oh, we're gonna be late! It's all because you and... We should go meet Dunyarzad right away!
Time to go.
Good morning, Dunyarzad.
Not at all. I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Sure. Ooh, they're selling food over that way. Let's go take a look.
This is a stall offering foods from the Huftmate.
You are quite well in.
They're all planned, actually.
It's one of the Sub-Zero's festival's traditions. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro.
Appear to be in the form of the moon.
Really?
The moon signifies... It's escaping me for now.
Is he really looking at...
Oh, right. But if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the
Understood. I'll keep that...
Oh, it's nothing.
Guess that was still pretty... So, where to next?
All right, soldiers. Now that you have...
Yes, Knight Ferris! What's going on?
Ferris, the Knight of Flap.
Oh, do you want some...
What? Ooh!
And there's also...
Hmm.
Great! These boxes of candy are... Ah, excellently chosen. Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Paimon, bet you have... Huh? How's that possible? It's obviously... Maybe we didn't sleep very well last night. Or maybe we slept too much.
Oh, sure.
Huh? Where are you going? You're just gonna walk... A feeling of... Oh, Paimon knows in that case. So, why'd you run here in such a hurry? So that's it! You're intentionally
Welcome, you two. Are you here for lunch? What would you like to eat? Got it. You don't look like you...
Charcoal-baked Angelina cake? Isn't it that... Oh, Paimon understands what... That... Isn't this going a bit too far? How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tasted off. Then, you mean... That's impossible! So, would this be a case of taste bud deja vu? Paimon also gets the impression that we've, Hey! Dinnersot is sitting by yourself on that bench over there. What a coincidence, Dunyarzad.
Oh, I ran into some kidnappers.
Kidnappers?
I'm okay. Dia's arm.
That's
not at all. I've always been like this. Besides, no matter how amazing today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days,
Paimon doesn't quite follow you, and Paimon feels like something's really got you down right now.
It really is fine. I don't mind. Huh?
Dunyarzad, have you ever felt
Deja vu? No. But my days...
Oh, Paimon's...
It's almost time.
Huh?
Nilu's Dance of Sub-Zero.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified. When we return, have the scribe...
Understood.
The Sub-Zero.
Nilu, are you...
Oh, it's okay.
But you've been really looking for...
It truly is unfortunate.
True, but...
The next...
Wait.
No, nothing.
Paimon can't believe what those heartless geezers did! So, in the end, maybe it really was because of exhaustion. Same here. Then, how about we settle in and get a good night's sleep? For now, we can chalk things up to exhaustion. We can do more thinking tomorrow.
Observing a modest drop in the output of Jnana energy, but value...
Continue to monitor for variances in the data.
Why does Paimon feel so tired?
Time to go.
Good morning, Dunyarzad.
Not at all.
Huh? Paimon?
I'm doing well.
Great idea! Let's get going! Traveler? Hey.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can enjoy the Sub-Zero's festival. Oh, are you interested in Yalda candy? It's not that simple. Each box contains a random and there's... No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? Oh, I like your confidence. No hesitation at all. Oh, congratulations!
Paimon knew she always had incredible luck. Paimon's...
Ah!
What?
That couldn't have been luck. Mind reading?
Tell us what's going on! Since when did you get superpowers? Traveler? Hey, where are you going? What's going on? Did you see something? Us leaving Dunyarzad without letting her know is kinda rude, you know.
Time to go.
What are you looking for? Traveler? That's... Look! That's... Isn't that Dunyarzad? What's happening here? Why are there two Dunyarzads?
You already know that this isn't your first Sub-Zero's festival, don't you? I'm sure you already know how to use this.
A knowledge capsule?
You should use it too, Paimon.
You know Paimon? Well, this... What the... This is our 20th time at this... Have we been trapped in a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have even realized. What the heck was inside that knowledge capsule?
Your memories are still scrambled? Try your best to remember. This isn't the first time we've met, and I answered that question a long time ago.
Let Paimon think. What if...
Your sense of deja vu is stronger than everyone else's, yes? As for it was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness. A familiar question. I think this is the 7th time you asked that. As you can see, she isn't doing well. You probably sensed that first Dunyarzad is in front of you right now, and she doesn't have a lot of time left. Looks like you're almost done sorting out your brain. Oh yeah, I'm Nahida. Good, you passed the test.
What's happening? You can awaken our memories?
Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called a samsara. As for the truth, that's on you to find out. I can only give you surface level help, like bits of information and subtle hints.
She looks like she isn't doing well at all. Her illness gets worse after...
If we can break out of the samsara, I might let as things are right now. She's just a small...
You sure love to use weird
analogy. Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
My mind feels exhausted. We've already experienced the Sabzeruz festival many times. That should be it. What's happening right now seems to... Grand Sage said, go celebrate... The moon...
A time loop. You've given
Still the wrong answer?
A simple time loop can't explain some of the
Dunyarzad.
The Sabzeruz festival is happening every day, but that...
Let's think about our current situation. And to do that, Nahida rejected the idea of a time. Paimon's memories say that we've already done this many times.
Hey, it's you guys. I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my products. Huh? What brought this up? What kind of philosoph? Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumer?
He actually has a point. Is this a... true? Anyway, if this all really...
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me in person? Ooh, I knew it!
You're really excited about... So, you're admitting that you...
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into? Huh? Hold on a sec. What you just said...
Paimon knew you weren't going to believe it.
Marvelous. Truly marvelous.
When you say it like that...
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague. The book only says, if you trust your instincts and overcome your fear...
So that's how it is. We haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to? Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again? Yeah.
I'm fine, my lady.
Perfect timing. Both of you...
Paimon, Traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous Huh? You saw?
You want the Traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest...
How did you know what I was going...
We need to say something convincing.
My mind... Dia sold her greatsword to raid... The moon... People in
Tell her, Traveler!
I didn't tell anyone about that.
All right, so this is the...
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the...
She's quieter than usual.
Yeah, her parents said that this is how...
Huh?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking...
My lady, are you angry? All right, I'll give you the benefit of...
Time to go.
told you that it won't help to bring anyone here.
We just wanted her to see the real...
The real Dunyarzad?
Huh?
I told you that you two are special.
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Wow. How...
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here, isn't she?
Her condition's really bad, and she's...
I can sense her aura. They're all...
Do you believe us now? So, you think the sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha to intentionally repeat the Sub-Zeru's festival as a sick joke.
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know. Right! Didn't you awaken our memory?
The Akasha relies on the power of a Gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom.
A Gnosis could do that? No wonder the Akasha...
So, this...
She said, and Paimon...
compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait. I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people...
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha? Oh, yeah. That sounds about right. What do you...
Okay. Nahida said, the Akasha relies on the power of a Gnosis to operate. My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't...
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? Huh. When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for not compiling the entire country's knowledge, you think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from us? Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge...
What's the point of doing something like that?
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, this hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems.
An excellent deduction. And the...
In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a
How does everyone feel? Huh? What is it? Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming from the Akasha
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway. Traveler, did you...
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. There was definitely a beep. But we took off our Akasha terminals.
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate...
But we cannot lose...
Paimon remembers everything!
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that? But now, oh, Paimon doesn't get it.
It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand what...
If we're lab rats, then what are you? The moon? Wasn't that the result?
Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth. So you should...
Okay then.
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt?
Dia?
What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
You didn't...
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs. Shh! How did you know?
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new... It's as if...
You're saying that although you...
That's right. Both mercenaries and warriors.
Traveler, what do you think? Yeah, Paimon's feeling really hopeful. Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
I have no...
So you want us to take Dunya's up?
How did you know what I was gonna...
Listen, Nahida, do you think the Samsara has been broken?
Really? Good job on all that.
Hey!
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge. How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be... It's even possible that this entire world is a lie. And
Okay, no more!
That's why he makes no... Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush... Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why I suggested you could try...
It's so strange and so against common sense that... Paimon's at a loss for words. Yeah, even though it's happy and lively at the Sub-Zero's festival...
Continue the harvest. Compared to what we stand to achieve, these sacrifices...
We're still in the same day! Nahida, you already knew last night that we didn't break...
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that doesn't come by often, and I thought it might help.
Paimon thought that Duke did that!
Of course. In the time we've been together...
Paimon's flattered and everything.
What I mean is, even in other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist. That's why you two have...
Nahida's talking about confusing stuff again.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday...
Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory? Oh, yeah, you're right!
So, what's your new hypothesis?
Okay, Nahida said the mercenaries rely... If all our memories of a day are...
Oh, then the beat, that's why when we wake up, but muscle memory.
A brilliant deduction.
Nahida,
To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because you...
That isn't simple at all!
Why don't you go talk to Miss D?
Right! She did help us find her...
Time to go.
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia!
Get hurt? Why?
Well, you're still getting used...
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty...
Traveler, could you explain explain the situation to her today. Paimon— oh, that works!
What happened to you guys while I was—
Don't think too hard about it. Just—
All right then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that—
Yes, your memory's being
Then I'd have to disagree.
Oh? Why do you think that?
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zeru's festival day after day, common sense says my wallet should have emptied its—
Right! They could use the Akasha to record— It's not very likely, but it's also not impossible.
No, it is impossible.
You have proof?
You two are surprisingly— Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please.
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
This is it.
Huh?
See those marks on the dummy? Those— let's say the sages didn't replace it every—
That's true, but what if they—
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every— I'm a professional fighter. The force, angle, and entry point of each strike is— It's just as they say. Each—
Is it really impossible?
People often say that a camera's photo— The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved— Whew. Hope that cleared things up for you. Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Well, back to— But at least— Yep, that's true. So strange. Paimon— Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss— How about we go back and ask Nahida?
You're back early today.
Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not—
Leaving the city.
We did? But we don't—
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so—
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time.
Really? That's kinda strange.
Yep. Something here's definitely fishy. Our memories are back! About that...
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, listen to it and you'll
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days' worth of memories. Paimon will fill you in. It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay,
Why can't we— Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell. I have a real emergency. That's your problem. But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced. Let's go and question— Hello, sir. Why can't we leave—
Here we go again. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru. Angering.
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of it, this is a good spot. And the guard has— Huh? Why? Are you— What? Oh, Paimon knows that Okay. Promise Paimon that you'll come back as soon as possible. And please— also said that Paimon should stay! Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day!
Okay, Paimon, can you tell us your perspective? I see. Using two people.
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an... No way!
What's your perspective, Traveler? I guess that explains everything.
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased? It really sounds like... But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside! Something like a message? But...
Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at. Well...
Yep! No!
I'm done. Here you go.
What?
I made some little changes. Akasha Terminal.
To make something like this?
Yep. I'll help you save the messages.
We'll never know until we try. Let's go then. Let's expose the... All right. Okay. That covers everything that's happened so far.
Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive two...
Okay, now that you understand what's going on, let's...
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty, except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
That's one heck of an info dump. It's like everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking up.
There's another part here. The only...
These spaces have been disappearing, one after the other, absorbed by something like a... And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Why did the message end right there? What did the Traveler want to say? What are those spaces?
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment.
Oh, right.
The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha Terminal.
After the beep, Traveler said...
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
My impression is that each day in this samsara... Was that space actually the real world? All the bizarre spaces I...
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new Paimon's head is spinning.
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, so no matter how strange or spooky things may look on...
Wow, the Archon War, huh? Hey, where are you?
Time to go. Time to go.
Do you want some alone time to think? All right.
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay.
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know!
Time to go.
You're back. I've been waiting for... Are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam? Okay. First up...
People in Sumeru don't... I can't seem to cohesively piece the moon all the bizarre spaces I saw outside. Those spaces remind me of... We are all in a dream.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream. But the truth is, and those spaces with no human presence? Huh.
So correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable? It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace. The Akasha... It is the and it grants knowledge to...
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest. But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the...
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom.
So in other words, the complete Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions. The real story is that the sages from the academia are...
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth... Those spaces... The beep... Those dreamscapes kept vanishing. We've already experienced the My mind feels...
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state. Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the... No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream. People wake up to yet another dream about the Sub-Zero's festival.
So, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is a dream?
Very good, Paimon.
Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real life
All right, last question.
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's divine. Now that I think about it. Now that I think about it.
So you noticed. I thought that one would be the hardest question.
That wasn't hard at all. Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to... It's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanagi.
Yes, those can wait until we're back in real life. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have about here and now. You asked me this question before. Now that you know this is all a dream, have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Like, your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible confusion. That's why I could only give you very subtle hints and some... Firstly, this dream we're in is completely based on reality. Secondly, you're probably wondering why people don't have any memories from earlier samsara, right? That's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway. So whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sub-Zero's festival, they don't...
That reminds Paimon. Traveler had a dream when we were in the Avidia...
Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro element's dream-enhancing power. Meanwhile, everyone else has...
Can humans really keep dreaming?
You might say your mental fatigue has already answered, especially those whose health is compromised to begin with.
People's lives are at stake here.
I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on...
Even you don't know the reason?
The Academia sages are determined to harvest lots of... Traveler, do you have any information?
Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth of... Okay, Nahida said, the Akasha relies on the... Those spaces remind me of... dreams.
Celebrate the birth of that... Could it mean... deceiving the people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety. After we end the Sub-Zero's festival, Samsara, we have...
How can the sages of the Academia...
In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun.
A sun and a moon? Oh, we're out of time today!
I'll tell you how to break free of the Samsara tomorrow.
Nahida? Wait. Now that Paimon remembers everything... Hey! What's wrong, Nahida? You don't look...
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Dunyarzad?
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Paimon can't believe it.
She's actually something like a puppet, but not completely. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer... So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream.
But personality-wise, she...
Puppets are stiff, and can't copy a... You know, speaking of which...
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her conscience.
Yes. Back then, her family was... I just gave her a little wisdom, so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still far from it. I'm still a long way off from... I couldn't even save her.
Please don't beat yourself up. Don't be like that, Nahida.
To prevent more tragedies like...
Great, but...
Although the Sub-Zero's festival dream is under the that means this dream belongs to a host who created it.
Huh?
Well, if this is someone's dream, Which means, with the power of
imagination.
Imagination means like when the server at the tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that the dream will respond in kind. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter, find some way to make that person.
How are we going to find them? And even if we did find them, after all, like you said.
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. As for me...
Out of town?
Yes. I want Naringo. Dreams are...
Oh, she was such a good person. Yeah, but... We must... Paimon's wondering. Do you think the sages would get one of their own to be... Huh. That's true. So, who do you think the host of the dream is? Oh, that would make sense. Let's go ask him some questions.
Time to go.
You're back. You left in a hurry last time. Is everything okay?
Everything's fine. Just...
An experiment?
Could you... make a wish?
You want me to make...
Less questions! What?
Okay. My wish.
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she just doesn't seem like her. I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be fairest Knight of Flowers...
So, you have a...
When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my... What she didn't realize was that I'm not that in... Okay, yeah, that was... Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eye. Oh!
What?
Fucky? Sorry. Nice try, you two.
Guess he isn't the host of this dream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy. It seems like everyone who knows
My lady, step back.
That sounds like Dia! Oh, right. Huh? But Dia can handle them! Hey, Traveler!
Time to go.
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The homie Yannis pay me, not you. Fine, all right. Knock yourself out. Why are you so worked up anyway? It's not like I don't trust your... Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some
Into the wind.
Can't see?
Settle down.
I'll be back. You want this?
One with the forest.
The wind knows me.
Can't
think you're...
Bow your head.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys? You and Nahida both. Dunyarzad would. Oh, and speaking of, remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the. She said it was because she had forgotten something. Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying. Yeah. This is the place. Hey, the windows are unlocked. Okay, Paimon's gonna take a peek. This was only a temporary residence, so should we open it? Wow. Dunyarzad wrote all of this, even though she was also she must have wanted to give this if we hadn't found this book. But now that we know, we... Hey! Where are you off to now? It's Dunyarzad's puppet. Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago. Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she...
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living...
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Yes, Traveler.
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, what? Where are we going this time?
If you continue to resist, the Grand Sage is already...
Oh.
Traveler?
Traveler?
Traveler? What the heck? Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been? Oh, of course! If this is the sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through this. So they're just substitutes.
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage?
Yes. The great...
That beautiful shade of purple. But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the god?
Yeah. What's going on? Huh? You guys are acting weird.
Hey! They disappeared! So Nilu's the host. What if purple body Saras don't exist in the real world anymore? It's just like the example Nahida. So when you saw the flowers, but if we want to end, how should we make
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
So I'm right.
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong. As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream, right?
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage?
Ooh, sounds familiar.
Yep. But in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my..." The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, his wife lying next to him said, "You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today, aren't you? Have a safe journey, my love." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City.
So, the first sage was dreaming?
Yes. But his fate...
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really...
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zero's festival is almost over, too. Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zero's as beautiful as we can. The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the Dance of Sub-Zeros.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilu's dance.
Good morning, traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep for the longest time. Paimon's head feels super heavy. Paimon thinks it was the Sub-Zero's festival. Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero Samsara? Quick! Take off your Akasha terminal! She's not in her room. What happened? Huh?
Time to go.
Well done, Traveler and Paimon. And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sub-Zero's festival for me.
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad!
Oh, a Traveler Paimon. I just had a dream.
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? And Dunyarzad, did you say...
It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else.
What's going on? Why are you two...
It's actually been much longer than that.
Oh? Strange.
Time to go.
Let's talk about Dunyarzad.
After we parted on the last day among the countless dreams, I found one that once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvest. Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though, where both will gradually fade, and I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible.
So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end.
Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily?
Both are fine.
All right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me, right?
At the Avidia forest, there was this incense that made the
You also heard someone's voice, right? It said word.
Yeah, so you do know.
It seems like the Traveler established a connection to Irminsul. As you two probably know, Greater Lord Ruka Devata
A message from Greater Lord
King Deshret? That god who died even longer ago?
Okay, so what does the
I still haven't managed to decide. Greater Lord Ruka Devata's residual consciousness in Irminsul seems many devoted scholars go mad as soon as they connect their but I believe this is the key to saving Irminsul.
So the tree in the vision was Irminsul? Oh, but even if you can't figure out what
the Traveler wasn't affected after coming in contact with that No, we must decipher its secrets. This puzzle has life and death at stake. To be accurate, I'm using the Akasha as a medium to occupy...
How did you...
Theoretically, I can enter anyone's mind as long the Akasha is the legacy of Greater Lord Ruka Devata. As Lesser Lord Kusanali, I've always respected my people's free will, so...
hold on. What about your own body? Why do you need to borrow...
That story begins a long time ago. At that time, I was young and weak. However, I do understand.
So, the sages basically put their new...
In some ways, they aren't wrong. Grit and I...
Yeah, you got a lot of...
Thank you for the kind words. But I honestly don't need for trying to find a way to save Irminsul is my life every once in a while. I will also take up there's never been any big problems with the Academia's governance. I wonder what caused them to, even though the city's residents haven't noticed anything. I tried to do some investigating in the Akasha. I think they're deliberately trying to hide something.
Oh, that reminds Paimon. In Gandharvaville?
Regardless, I need to first investigate the sage's motives. Nick, you mean how the Akasha stops you from having dreams?
Yeah,
It's not that no one noticed. It's...
misdirection?
The sages convinced everyone to believe that being, even if the truth is that they're dreamed with their propaganda in place. Besides, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata Anyway, the perspective by now, even those who never use Akasha terminals, got it. I hope to be honest, maintaining Dunyarzad's fading Oh, and you don't need to worry too much about the sage's activities for now. The Akasha will
go and get some sleep. Leave everything to us.
What a relief.
Traveler?
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can't wake up a sleepwalker.
I see. Huh.
We've spent quite some time in Sumeru City, but ever since we last said goodbye to Lesser Lord Kusanali, we haven't heard anything from her. Oh, we can't just keep waiting around like this. Let's go.
Ad Astra Avisask.
Hi, Catherine. Do you...
Commissions, huh? Oh, how about this?
Wait.
And if possible...
Huh? What kind of commission is that?
I see. It appears... In that case, please go to...
Hey, that's not any better.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure the
Paimon's gotta...
Oh, the commissioner? Well, actually, I just...
Was it so obvious? I was hoping you would actually take one of those commissions. That kind of...
so it's Nahi... So it's been you this whole time?
Are you... Yes. I've been sleeping ever since we parted ways. And I even had a really, really long dream. It was another dream about the Sub-Zerus Festival. In my dream, I was sitting in the middle of a flower... I also got to sit on a gigantic flower carriage.
You know, Nahida, maybe your dream is how the Sub-Zerus Festival really should be. It's meant to be a joyous time where everyone gets together to celebrate your birthday.
Huh?
No! Wait, by the way, have you had a chance to visit
Yes, I paid her a visit right after I woke up. She was resting up. Her condition is stabilized. However, since Elazar is a manifestation of the whip, but for the moment, our top...
Right. Who knows what'll happen?
So our first priority should be investigating and...
Oh! Good point.
It's called being a freelancer.
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.